To create a child account on your Chromebook, you first need to make sure that you're signed out of your account. If you're currently signed in, just click the system tray in the lower right corner, and then click Sign Out. You'll be brought to the sign-in screen. In the lower left corner, click Add Person. When the window opens, it'll ask who you'd like to add to your Chromebook. Select a child, and then click Next. If you've already created a Google account for your child, you can select Sign in with a child's Google account and click Next. However, if you don't already have a Google account for your child, select Create a Google account for a child and click Next. It'll let you know that you're going to be creating a Google account for your child and the ways in which you'll be able to manage that account using the Google Family Link app. When you're ready, click Yes, Continue. First, you'll need to enter your child's name. You can type in their first and last name or just their first name. Once you're done, click Next. Now, enter their birthday and select their gender. Once that's done, click Next. You'll need to select an email address that will be used to sign into the Google account. By default, it gives you 2 randomly generated email addresses that are kept pretty generic, or you can type in your own custom address. I'm just going to select one of the default ones. Once you're finished, click Next. And then create a password for the account. And click Next again. Now you'll need to type in your phone number so that Google can send a verification code to you. Once you're done, click Next. You'll get a text message on your phone with a 6-digit code. Type that code in, and then click Next. At this point, you'll need to sign in with your email address so that the new child account can be linked to you. Type your Google username or email address, and then click Next. You'll be presented with information about your new child account. You can scroll down and click Show More to read more about each category. Once you reach the bottom, you'll need to read the agreement and check the 2 boxes. Once you've done that, click Agree. Now, enter the password for your Google account, and then click Next. It'll take a moment to check your Google account info, and then it'll ask for a way to verify that you're a parent. You can use your credit or debit card, or you can just send another verification text message to your phone, like we did earlier, which is what I'm going to do. Click Send SMS. And on the next screen, click Send. Enter the 6-digit code that it sent to your phone, and then click Next. It'll take a few moments to create the account. Once it's done, you can review the initial account settings for your child. And you can use the drop-downs to customize what sort of content they can and can't have access to, what sort of websites they're allowed to browse on Google Chrome, and whether Safe Search is turned on in Google Search. When you're ready, click Next. I'll go over these settings and more in another video covering the Google Family Link app. For now, you can install the app to your Chromebook or do it later if you'd prefer to wait. When you're ready, click Next. It'll take a moment, and you'll be asked if you want to add a school account to your Chromebook. If your child has a Google Workspace school account, click Add School Account in the lower right corner. Otherwise, click Skip. It'll let you know that your child account's preferences and activity are going to be synced with other Chrome OS devices that the account signs into. You can choose what to sync later in settings, and you can check this box to review the sync options once account setup is complete. When you're ready, click Accept and Continue. You have the option of creating a 6-digit PIN that your child can use to sign into their account. If you'd prefer not to, click Skip. Otherwise, enter a 6-digit code and click Next. And then enter the same code again, click Next, and then click Done. You'll need to review the Google Play Terms of Service. And it's on this screen that you'll also need to choose whether to back up your child's data to Google Drive, which makes it easy to restore the data if something ever happens to the Chromebook, or to easily switch to another device. I'm going to leave backup enabled on mine. When you're ready, click More. Here you'll see another option to allow apps and services that have location permission to use your device's location. You can uncheck the box to disable this if you want. When you're ready, click Accept. After a moment, you'll be able to choose whether you want to enable Google Assistant on your child account. If you'd rather not, click No Thanks. Otherwise, click I agree. You'll also need to decide whether to allow Google Assistant to look at what's on your child's screen whenever they ask a question. Click either No Thanks or I agree. And finally, you'll need to decide whether your child can say Hey Google to activate Google Assistant and ask a question. If you'd rather not, click No Thanks. Otherwise, click I agree. And now you're finished. Click Next, and you're in your new child account. If you have any questions, you can always visit the Acer community or our Acer support site, and don't forget to subscribe.